ACT Math, test number 3, answer key, part 3. Number 33, the area of a circle is 25 pi square units. What's the radius? So we have area is pi r squared, which in this case is 25 pi. Divide both sides by pi. R squared equals 25, therefore r is 5 units. A sphere has a radius of 3. A right circular cylinder has a radius of 6. What is the height of the cylinder? If the cylinder has the same volume as the sphere. Well, let's do some math. Let's leave pi in the answer. So the sphere is 4/3 pi 3 to the third, and that volume equals pi 6 squared times the height. These cancel. 27 is 9 is 36. 36 times the height. Divide by 36. Divide by 36. We get a height equals 1. Right there. Which of the following is not a rational number? Now, a rational number has the letters ratio. So this is 1/7. No problem. No problem. Not them. This is going to be 3√3. So I'm thinking it's going to be that one. Root 324 is 18. Is it square root of 324 is 18. So no, no. So it is C. Given the equation, which of the following could not be true? I have no idea what's going on here. When in doubt, solve. So -2 minus x, we can do this twice. -2 minus x equals 6, or -2 minus x equals -6. So add 2, -x equals 8, x equals -8. Check it real quick. -2 minus -8, -2 plus 8 is 6. Works. Add 2 to both sides. I get -x equals -4, x equals 4. -2 minus 4 also works. So which of the following could not be true? X could equal 4. X could equal -8. -2 minus x equals 6. -2 minus x equals -6. -2 minus x equals 8. That's it. This is a radical problem. We multiply by what's called the conjugate, which is 2 minus √3, because the middle terms drop out. We can't just multiply by anything. We're multiplying by 1. So on top I get 6 minus 3√3. On the bottom we get 4 minus 3, which is 1. 6 minus 3√3. D. This is a physics problem. Nice to see it in a ACT math test. A simple formula, and they want to know if the circuit has 3 amps, so equals 3 amps and 12 volts. 12 volts, what's the resistance? Divide both sides by 3, we get R equals 4. That's an ohm. If cosine equals √2/2, what are possible values of sine? Oh, I got to do a little graph here. Cosine is positive in this quadrant over here, and I happen to know that cosine of 45 degrees is √2/2. So we're either here or we're here. If we're here, up top, sine of theta would also equal √2/2. If we're down here, sine of theta would equal -√2/2. So it's 1 and 2. C. That's a very tricky little trig problem. Without having seen more than SOHCAHTOA, there's no way you're getting that one done. Which of the following gives all the solutions for x in the equation, yada yada. Write it as a equals 0. Solve it. X equals 2 and -2. Number line it. -2, 2, open dot. Check. Does 0 work? Is -4 less than 0? Yes. -3, nope. And 3, nope. So our answer is negative 2 is less than x is less than 2. I was just working on these problems recently, so it comes off very quickly to me. Otherwise, that can take a little time to make sure you know what you're doing. You can always back the one up and check the answers to see if they work. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to negative b to the negative 2 minus a squared? Well, negative 2, I always pull it out. And negative b times negative b is the same as b squared. So it's going to either be b squared, or there could be the parentheses with the negative there. And it looks like they yanked out the parentheses because negative b is, the negative is just going to square away. Minus a squared. Looks like they went with the common denominator because I don't see it here. So times b squared, or b squared. 1 minus a squared b squared all over b squared d. For what real values of t is this defined? Well, this is a domain problem. Can't have 0 in the denominator. T squared minus 4 cannot equal 0. So if t equals 2 or negative 2, it's not going to work. So it's going to work for everything except for 2 and negative 2. The line segment has a midpoint at 3,5, and one of the points is 2,7. I'm actually very good at these problems. I know the answer is going to be 4, 3. But let's just see what happens here. Midpoint's at 3,5, about here. Just circle 4, 3, and see if I get it right. This is 3, 5, and then there's 2, 7. So I need the point over here, which is not to scale. I need a little more scale-like, but still not to scale. From 2 to 3 is 1, so go 1 more. 4. From 7 to 5 is down 2, so go down 2 more. 3. But, most important thing, check when we're done. 2 plus 4 over 2 is 3. Correct? And 7 plus 3 over 2 is 5. Correct. Looks like we did it right. Graph below shows one period of which of the trigonometric functions. That's sine. Done. My bad. It is a sine graph, but now I got to be careful and read the answers. Also want to make sure I did this one right. Yes, I did. So it's sine, and I very stupidly picked this one. That's wrong because the amplitude is up here at 2. So we need to have a 2 out front. Read the full question. Read the full question. All right, check all the answers while you're at it. In rectangle WXYZ, WX is 8 units long. U is midpoint. How long is ZU if the measure of angle ZWU? ZUW is 45. Midpoint 4, 4, 4 root 2. Fairly easy 45, 45, 90 problem. (46) 27 to the 1/3. You can just do that in your calculator, but I happen to know it means what times what times what 3 times the same thing as 27, in this case 3. (47) For all possible values of a and b, the expression is simplified as 2. Funny, we already saw this trick. You're going to multiply by the conjugate, which is root a minus root b. Root a minus root b. And I should have rewritten the problem down below, but A, I don't have a lot of room, and B, it's just easier. So the bottom's the one I do first because I got to get rid of all my radicals. So I get A minus B. Cool. On top, it's going to take a little bit of time because I got to do all of them. First piece, 2A. Second piece, minus 2 root AB. Third piece, minus 3 root AB. Last piece, plus 3B. So 2a minus 2 minus 3 minus 5ab plus 3b all over a minus b. No, no, no. So 2a minus 5ab, there it is. Tricky problem. That'll do for now. One more video to go to do section 4. I didn't go over it again, but I went through that very quickly. You should be pausing the tape to make sure you are in good shape. Good luck.